And we have some breaking news coming in this hour. There is a big political announcement that's taken place. The BSP chief Mayawati will not contest the 2019 Lok Sabha polls. You heard that right. This is breaking news this hour. Wion's political editor Kartikeya Sharma joins me live on the broadcast. This is huge, Kartikeya. Take us through this update.
My understanding is that the reason why Mayawati has decided not to contest Lok Sabha polls from Uttar Pradesh is because, one, I think she feels that she needs to devote time to campaign, because BSP will be fielding candidates in Maharashtra, Rajasthan, I think even Madhya Pradesh and some parts of, even in Haryana and Punjab also. So I think she will be focusing on campaign. Secondly, my idea is that Mayawati not to contest election is that she does not want to get tied down to a constituency. And you have this performance issue also in terms of how many votes did she win by. Now, if you remember in Amethi, when Smriti Irani contested against Rahul Gandhi, so Rahul Gandhi won. But people said, well, look at Smriti Irani's great performance. Rahul Gandhi's winning margin came down by 2 lakh votes. So Rahul Gandhi, who should have won the constituency by 5 lakh votes, who won the constituency by 2 lakh votes. So, you know, that comparison is made. So for Mayawati, if she doesn't win the constituency by at least by 3 lakh votes, or if she even, wins the constituency by 1.5 lakh votes, it affects Mayawati's stature as a national Dalit leader. So I think she wants to avoid that comparison. Because Modi won by more than 3 lakh votes, Sonia Gandhi has won by 4 lakh votes. There was a time when Ram Vilas Paswan won by 5 lakh votes. So, voting percentage makes a difference to senior leaders like Sonia Gandhi, Narendra Modi, Rahul Gandhi, Nitin Gadkari, even LK Advani to that extent. So I think Mayawati wants to avoid that comparison, and I think it is for this reason she is not contesting, and she is trying to focus on various constituencies. And lastly, for the goal, because most of the regional leaders think that after 1996, this is the first time in 25 years, this is the first time that regional parties have acquired some stake in the Lok Sabha elections. After 1996, Aisha, all regional parties were either tied with Congress or they were tied with NDA. NDA had a coalition of 20 plus parties. So you had 2 strong parties at center with various regional parties, as opposed to when till 1989 Congress versus rest. So it turned into BJP plus and Congress plus. But now what has happened today, the federal front or the third front or unaligned regional parties exist in form of BJD,
yes,
Trinamool Congress, Jagan Mohan's party, or I would even go as far as say that the sort of small parties which have come up in Northeast, they are also loosely aligned with either Congress or BJP, but not firmly behind them. That has created a stock of 120 MPs, which these leaders feel that if there is a fractured mandate, in case BJP falls short or it falls below 200 seats, 180 seats, then Congress will have to support a leader from outside.
Right. Given what you said earlier, Kartikeya, her decision to, keep her prestige intact, but won't the BJP read this as a sign of weakness? Can we expect them to sort of, exploit this as political fodder at a very important time ahead of the elections?
That's a good question, Aisha, but I would say, the worst thing which a politician can do to herself or himself is that sense of hubris. Now, I'll give you an example if you bear with me. When AAP was on upswing in Punjab, and if you remember the assembly elections when Amrinder Singh made the last minute entry saying that, well, he is the chief ministerial candidate, there was a by-election which was supposed to take place. Congress did not contest the by-election. A lot of people said that it's because of Aam Aadmi Party. Amrinder at that point said that we don't want to waste our energy. So nothing much happened. Congress went on to form the government. Aam Aadmi Party became the opposition party. The ruling SAD and BJP were ousted, but Congress got simple majority. There was no by-election contest between AAP and Congress. Now, look what happened in Jind in Haryana, which is the political heart of Haryana politics.
Yes.
You had Surjewala contesting elections from there, who happens to be the chief of the Congress media department. For whatever reasons, he went there. Ultimately, what was the result? Congress came third, the BJP won the elections, and suddenly you had Dushyant Chautala and party, coming as the third force. So suddenly, the mood change in Haryana, it became evident to everyone that there is a political polarization, which is Jat versus non-Jat, and non-Jats are going to vote for Bharatiya Janata Party, and BJP is going to do well in Lok Sabha elections as well. So in this case, I would say in this case, Mayawati has been very smart. No, she does not have 2020 elections to look forward to, but Mayawati does have an Uttar Pradesh assembly election to look forward to.
Yes.
And Mayawati also has to keep her stature intact. So I think it's a wise decision by Mayawati.
All right. And how do you think her alliance partners are going to view the decision, though?
I think a lot of alliance partners would think that Mayawati is not sure. The detractors would say that, Mayawati is afraid to take on Narendra Modi. Mayawati must have felt that, she'll get tied down to her constituency. This is something what we use in our Indian political narrative. You tie a candidate down by giving another powerful candidate. So you want to tie Rahul Gandhi down, you give Smriti Irani. But I don't think Mayawati would have lost any election. But it would have created that image, well, Mayawati should have won by 3 or 4 lakh votes, but she won by only 1.5. So people would say, well, she is not the Dalit leader as she used to be. I think she's just trying to. I think there is a time when you need to avoid a front to fight a bigger battle. I think that's what Mayawati has done.
All right. And Kartikeya, bear with me. We're trying to also pull out the exact statement from the BSP Supremo. We'll run that for our viewers in just a second. But you used the word prestige, and I want to press you on that a little further. This has been considered a prestige battle for numerous players, and of course, Mayawati features among those. How significant is that factor when we're looking at these elections this time around? How many people's prestige is really on the line in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections?
I think I think prestige, more than prestige, I think it's a matter of survival. And it's a matter of survival for both Akhilesh Yadav and Mayawati. See, they have done very well in Kairana by poll, where RLD scraped through by 6,000-7,000 votes, but SP, BSP were not in the fray, and Phulpur and Gorakhpur. It showed that the combined, both of them have the arithmetic and chemistry together. So, the whole issue is that you have the numbers together, but do you have the chemistry? SP and Congress Alliance did not have the chemistry. They had the numbers, so it completely flopped and BJP swept the elections. But this time around, it's about survival. Because if Mayawati fails to make a dent this time, Mayawati has a problem on her hand. One, she has no MP, she will have very few MPs in Lok Sabha. There is no positioning of Mayawati in Rajya Sabha. Mayawati does not have power in any state. So Mayawati becomes a very weak regional leader without any source of power. So that is why for regional leaders to be part of some power equilibrium becomes very important, because you then don't survive. And I'll give you an example. Mulayam Singh Yadav, the biggest, I would say, and he would say, the problem for Mulayam in 2004 was he had 44 MPs from Lok Sabha, but he was not in alliance with UPA. He was against NDA. So Mulayam Singh, despite having 44 MPs, stayed out of power till 2009. So, sometimes you need to understand that whether you have the number or not, you have to be strategically aligned with power. And I think that's what Mayawati is trying to do, keeping her options open so that maybe she becomes a candidate, and this country has given prime ministers with 44 MPs. Chandrasekhar became Prime Minister in 1990 with 44 plus MPs, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, anything is possible. Stay with me, Kartikeya. Let's listen into what the BSP chief actually said.
देश के वर्तमान हालात व जरूरत को देखते हुए तथा अपनी पार्टी की मूवमेंट के व्यापक हित के साथ साथ जनहित व देश हित का भी यही तकाजा है कि मैं लोकसभा का चुनाव अभी नहीं लड़ूं, और यही कारण है कि मैंने फिलहाल लोकसभा का आम चुनाव नहीं लड़ने का फैसला लिया है.
Right, so you heard it from the lady herself. She's not contesting this year's Lok Sabha elections. Kartikeya Sharma, thanks very much for joining us and giving us perspective on that story. I'm sure there will be more to talk about in the hours and days to come. But